Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andres here with the Strength Cave, and this video is going to be a little bit of an in-depth tutorial, I guess you would say, on the Strength Cave Barbell Club. And so if you've been paying attention to Instagram or if you're on my mailing list, you know that I have come up with a monthly group training program, a monthly programming option for you guys, where you can get unique, high quality programming each and every month that isn't going to cost you an arm and a leg. And so I really have, this is something I'm really excited about, actually. I have been trying to think of a way to bring high quality programming to a lot more people without having to, ask those people to, pay for a coach or pay a big sum of money in order to access that training. And so this is sort of my solution to that. It's a monthly group training program that I write that can be customized for you. I give you all kinds of guides and all kinds of resources that will allow you to customize this program for yourself. Very similar to the customized training templates that I have put out last year. The main difference here is going to be that this program will change every month, just the same way as that it would if you were one of my clients. So you can think of this almost like you're getting the same programming or very close to the same programming that I'm giving my clients, except you're just missing a little bit of that customization aspect. You're missing a little bit of that one-on-one interaction with me where you can send me videos and ask me questions and things like that. But you're getting that quality programming. And hopefully when you use the resources that I have available to you, you'll be able to make this programming really, really close to as effective as it would be if you were one of my clients. So if you come to the Barbell Club website, this is the front page here, and you're going to notice if you scroll down, it's going to tell you what exactly the Barbell Club is. It's going to tell you a little bit about what you're getting with the Barbell Club. And so all the workouts that I will be providing to you guys are going to center around gaining muscle and gaining strength. And so how we do that, of course, is with this progressive periodized programming. I'm going to make sure that you guys have these demonstration videos that you guys will be able to watch where where every part of the you can see somebody who's doing the exercise the correct way, so that way you can try to mimic that in training. And oftentimes these videos also have explanations on them as far as how to do them, kind of step by step. You're going to be able to track your progress by printing out the workout logs, and I'll show you those in a minute. But you're going to be able to write down, the weight and how much effort you put in on each set and all that kind of stuff. So that way, the following week you can say, oh, last week I used this much weight and I put in this much effort. Let's see what this week feels like. And the cool thing about this is, I'm going to send this program to you each and every month, and it's going to go straight to your inbox. You could either access it through your email, or you can access it through the Barbell Club website, which up here you'll notice that when you're logged in, it says the training program becomes available to you if you are signed up. So you'll be able to click on that, and I'll show you that in a second. But essentially, like I said before, this is your opportunity to get high quality programming, to feel 100% confident about your training and 100% confident that you're going to be making progress with a program that is carefully designed. Each program each month is going to focus on a different maybe exercise or set of exercises. Maybe it's going to focus more on upper body strength one month. The next month it might focus on lower body strength. Perhaps in months that follow, it'll be more of a hypertrophy type of program, and so on and so forth. So you're kind of always increasing different attributes about your physique or your physiology. And while at the same time, during the months when we're not maybe working on lower body strength specifically, we're still doing enough work on the lower body in order to maintain what you've already built. So let me show you guys the sort of the members area that you would have access to when you sign up for the Barbell Club. So it's really simple. I mean, there's no huge bells and whistles here, but you're going to have the training program that's going to be accessed here. If you click here, again, like I said earlier, you're going to be able to access that through email. That'll be sent to your email each and every month as long as you're signed up for the Barbell Club. But what you'll also find here are all the guides and all the helpful information that I've set up for you guys to be able to make this program truly your own and to make this program truly work for yourself in the long run. Time and time again, I've come to realize that not everybody necessarily wants a coach to, tell them what to do all the time. Not everybody wants that expert guidance, and not everybody can afford that expert guidance is probably, to be frank, the most important thing to consider here. It can be expensive to hire a coach. I realize that, and so I wanted to make sure that you guys had an option to be able to afford high-quality programming where you can kind of do the legwork of customizing everything for yourself, and I give you the resources to be able to realize whether or not you're making progress and whether or not you need to change things up. So you have the Getting Started guide. That's going to basically, it's going to run you through every aspect of the program, every single thing that, could come up as a question, basically. What is what is tempo, or what is RPE, all that kind of stuff. That's sort of the guide, just as a base knowledge of, hey, I just signed up for the program and I need to know exactly how to read the program, how to utilize these workouts that I now have access to. So that's the Getting Started guide. I'm giving you guys a warm-up guide since I can't, warm-ups are really an individual thing. I'm not sure what parts of your body ache more than others. Maybe you have a shoulder injury, you need to do some extra warm-up sets for, or extra warm-up exercises for. Maybe you have a knee injury, so on and so forth. So rather than try to put some generic warm-ups in the Barbell Club program that may or may not pertain to you, I empower you to make your own warm-up. And I give you all the science and all of the step-by-step guide on how to make a warm-up fit your needs. And so that way you can build one for yourself and do those before you actually do the workouts that are in the Barbell Club. And here's probably the big one, customizing your workout. So like I said, this is, for lack of a better word, sort of a ubiquitous training program that is meant to help a lot of different people and not necessarily one specific person. So the way we make it fit that one specific person, i.e. you, is giving you guys the power to customize these workouts for yourself. And so, this will walk you through how to substitute exercises, how to monitor your training intensity, how to monitor your training volume, how to save time in the gym if you're somebody that needs to rush through a workout and these are taking a little too long, how to deal with, vacation, what to do on vacation, how to deal with, something comes up at the gym and you have to cut it short and you only get half your workout done. What do you do from there for the rest of the week? All that kind of stuff. This is your guide to customize it for yourself. To be able to change the exercises out to fit your needs specifically. Not everybody can do deadlifts from the floor. Okay, so how do you deal with that? If I've programmed a conventional deadlift off of the floor into the program, easy. You just swap it out, and I tell you how to do all of that in that guide. Another other thing that will go along with that is this exercise lists page, and so what this is a whole list of different exercises of different types. So you see squats over here, and then the hinge and the deadlift and the horizontal push and the vertical push. I've got all kinds of horizontal pull, lunges, pretty much broke it down into a bunch of different categories. So if you see this kind of exercise on your program, and let's just say you don't have the equipment to do it, like let's say I program into the Barbell Club workout a dual kettlebell front squat, you can say, okay, so I don't have kettlebells, but I can do a goblet squat, and I'll just substitute that in there, which is up here. Or let's say I program something that's a little bit too difficult for you. Say it is a barbell split squat, and you're really not at that level yet. You're just getting started with working out, and you need something a little bit easier. So then you go up here and you do something a little bit easier, like a leg press or a landmine squat, because those are a little bit more friendly for people who are just starting in the gym. And so I kind of lay that out for a lot of these different categories. Not all of them, because sometimes, like especially with isolation exercises, there's not really a beginner and an advanced variation other than just the way you program it. So, but yeah, that is my way of making sure that you guys have a whole bank of exercises that you can turn to when the exercise that is specifically written in the program doesn't really work for you guys. And last but not least, everybody always kind of panics when they go on vacation or when they're going to be somewhere where they can't access the gym that they're used to working out at. And so I give you some examples of some exercise or some workouts that you can do either with body weight, or if you have access to a gym wherever you're going. I don't make these complicated. I tried to stick to very common equipment that is available at pretty much any gym. And of course, the body weight ones are a little bit higher reps, because most of the time body weight is maybe not as challenging for most of you guys. So long story short, I'm kind of a wordy kind of person. I explain things a lot, but long story short, I mean, I really tried to give you guys everything that you needed to be successful, everything you needed to customize this program without actually having a coach, right? And so it's a much cheaper price point, because you're not going to be able to interact with me. You're not going to be able to email me and check in with me and tell me, hey, this doesn't feel right. Can you substitute this? You're going to have to do that all for your own, on your own, for yourself. But the exercises, the workouts, they are there for you to take advantage of on a monthly basis, right? So I wanted to also show you guys what the training program is going to look like. So here is an example of one of the Barbell Club training programs. And so the first page is always sort of explaining to you guys exactly what's going on in this training program for this month. Program focus is going to be laid out for you. This one is a general hypertrophy. So in other words, sort of whole body hypertrophy, except we're going to focus more on these 3 exercises. And so sometimes there might be just one exercise, because maybe we're doing like a back squat peaking program. And so we're just going to focus on the back squat, and we're going to be doing a lot of back squatting and maybe a lot less of the other stuff, right? In this case, probably the intensity for each exercise isn't going to be super high. We're not going to be doing like singles and doubles. Maybe we're doing sets of 5, 6 to 8, things like that. So we can focus on a few different exercises and not overload the system. And I give you sort of a breakdown of what first week effort, second week effort, third and fourth week effort should look like. So that way you can pace yourself until you get to the toughest week in the program. Because the one mistake a lot of people make, one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people make, is that they go really crazy hard on the first week, they get super sore, and then their performance sort of suffers for weeks 2, 3, and 4, and they never even really recover enough to get back to doing what they did in week 1. I give you some additional instructions as far as what we're looking for in this month's program, what you want to be keeping in mind as far as the goal of your training, and I just sort of lay out, okay, here's what RPE is, here's what RIR is, so that way you're not confused as to what this all means up here, right? And so what you've all been waiting for, of course, is what do these programs actually look like? I'm tired of you talking about all this boring stuff about how you created all these guides. I want to see what the workout looks like. So here's the workout, an example workout at least. You'll notice here I remind you once again as to what the effort should look like up here at the top. We have all the exercises written down, each movement that you'll be doing. We have a video that you can click on right next to each of these exercises so that if you don't know how to do an anti-rotation dead bug, you can click it and then it'll show you exactly what to do and how to do it. I tell you during week 1, you're doing this many sets, you're doing this many reps, and here's your little results section that you can use right here to write down exactly what you did. So let's say, this happens to be an exercise where you use the anti-rotation one, happens to be an exercise where you use a band and you do dead bugs, but you're sort of holding onto this band in a way that really lights up the core. So let's say week 1 you used a monster mini band, and so you realize that you could go a little bit harder for week 2, so you use a regular mini band instead, right? And then you kind of keep going up and up and up. Week 1 you did 12 reps, week 2 you try to do 13 or 14, so on and so forth. And you can keep track of that time, or week after week. And this is what each workout is going to look like that. So workout 1, workout 2, workout 3. To give you guys an example of what if you click on a video here and open that up, that'll bring you to, this one is me doing a landmine belt squat. And you click play, and there I am showing you exactly how to do the exercise. That is what the program looks like. That's what you're going to get every month, at least for now, until maybe I upgrade some things over time and we get more fancy with technology perhaps. But for now, I think that this is my humble way of bringing you guys programming. Going back to the main page here, there is a facts, frequently asked questions page where you can ask yourself a bunch of different questions that I have sort of anticipated that you might want to ask me and have come up with all of the answers for, and hopefully the question that you might have is contained herein. So for example, what should I do if I go on vacation? Well, I kind of explained that earlier, but don't stress out about that because I've given you guys some instructions on what you need to do. I've given you guys an example of some exercises or some workouts that you can do while you're on vacation, so on and so forth. That's basically what all that says. And what should you do if you miss a day at the gym? What should you do for recovery? Is this a standalone program? Are these workouts based on percentage or RPE? So on and so forth. It's all these things. Some of these questions are maybe questions that you're asking yourself before you sign up, and some of them are questions you might be asking yourself after you sign up. But I just compiled them all into one, so that way, if you ever have a question, you just search through here, and more than likely the answer will be there. So that is the gist of what the Barbell Club is going to give you. It's going to be a hell of a time, I think. I think we're going to get a lot of people strong. I'm really hoping that you guys respond well to the training. I really hope that you guys are loving it and that you're sharing all your progress on social media and tagging me on all your videos of all the PRs you're hitting. And, we're making the world a stronger place, one day at a time, one program at a time. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown of what the Barbell Club is and what the Barbell Club is going to give you. Let me know what else you guys want to know about the Barbell Club with your comments, your questions. And I hope to see you guys lifting heavy and doing your damnedest to make yourself stronger and looking better in the future. Thanks a bunch, guys.